When I landed in SF, it honestly felt like nothing had changed. My dad's black Acura MDX still looked sleek under the white fluorescent lights at arrivals. It was still the new car, even though it was over 7 years old, because we hadn't gotten another one. My dad was still my dad too. His hair was more salt than pepper, but he still wore the same pale blue button-down and black pants as always. Take away the glasses, and the slight belly he insisted wasn't there, and he could have been back in Miss Foster's class again, passing out company-branded pens and explaining to second graders what a software engineer does. I stepped into the garage, and my mom immediately started screeching at me. "Go straight into the shower, you Corona. Don't touch anything." She was tiny and pale, and her nightgown swallowed her up as always. I didn't want to leave my suitcases to quarantine in the garage and loudly complained about this, but I knew, and everyone else knew, that I would do what she said. One thing that was different was the boy. I texted him when I landed, and he FaceTimed me when I was waiting for him at baggage claim. That night, after I said goodnight to my parents, I washed up, went to my room, and closed my door. I never closed my door, at least not while the lights were on, and I wondered if my parents would notice. I whispered over FaceTime that night, which the boy laughed at. "What was your cousin saying last night?" my dad asked me in the morning. "What? I wasn't talking to her last night." I said like an idiot. "Oh, then who are you talking to?" Did I mention that I was an idiot? Never mind, can't afford to linger on that. This was a defining moment. How was I going to approach the subject of the boy on a scale from pretending he doesn't exist to, damn, I can't even imagine what being 100% unabashedly open about the boy to my parents would look like. "My boyfriend," I said, fake casually. Why did that word feel so weird rolling off my tongue? Was it better to acknowledge the novelty of the situation? Me, the 22-year-old who never dated before med school having a boyfriend, or to forge on acting like it was the most natural thing in the world? My dad started smiling at me, and to avoid smiling back, I pressed my lips together in a way that probably made me look like a chimp. I think romance, or more accurately drama, excites my dad. Exhibit A. Whenever my mom would start binging a new drama and get really into it and hog the TV, my dad would grumble at first, then get into it, and then continue watching even after my mom had got bored and dropped it. Exhibit B. My dad has actually always told me to get a boyfriend. Unclear where he thought I could source one from. Whenever I was bummed or stressed out and would mope around the house in college exclaiming, "I'm sad!" Yes, I'm annoying. My dad would entertain my angst by saying, "What? There's nothing wrong with your life. I think you need a boyfriend." My mom would roll her eyes and he would say, "What? It's the only thing she's missing." Exhibit C. The next morning, I left my phone charging on my dad's desk, and when I came to retrieve it, he was smiling, yet again. "What?" I asked suspiciously. "Nothing." "You'll get mad." I wanted to laugh at this role reversal. My dad worried about me getting mad at him. He was usually good-natured, but he could lose his temper in seconds, which scared me as a kid. "What? Just tell me." "I saw your boyfriend's name." "What?" I definitely changed his name in my phone contacts before I came home. I hurriedly pressed the home button on my phone and Lo and behold, a Snapchat notification with his name on it.
Oh my God, Dad!
I wasn't actually mad, but it felt like the situation called for me to be indignant. It also felt like the situation probably should have happened when I was 15 and not 22, but alas, every time I walk into this house, I always become a child. I let Dad off the hook with the promise not to tell Mom, because once senior year of college, when I told her the name of the boy I liked, she Google stalked him. And then I thought, you know, even though it's ludicrous how big a deal the boy is to my entire family, maybe this drama will actually bring them joy. Maybe it'll be fun for my mom to point out all of the boy's flaws and pine for the ideal son-in-law, and for my dad to pester me for tea and be sworn to secrecy, only to promptly break it. He told the boy's name to my mom within a week. Maybe if I can just stop worrying about the future, maybe it'll be fun.